Hello, and what's good? What's going on? Um, Welcome to episode 2 of the RandomLee show. My name is Lee, your host. So today, I guess I want to talk about social media. As of today, I have been off Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and what's the other one? Facebook for 195 days. And really, I just wanted to take a week off. So 7 days was my original plan, and I ended up taking off 195 days so far. And I'm just going to keep going with it because I love not being on those platforms. So, how did that all start? Well, let me tell you. It started because my Instagram account got hacked, and I reached out to Instagram and asked them what the steps were to get my account back into my hands because I had my beard oil business through that account there. And I just wanted to get it back so I had control of it. But Instagram took a while to answer, and also when I tried to like prove it was me trying to get back into my account, they kept saying that it wasn't me. So I basically got fed up and annoyed and was just like, you know what? Let's just leave it be. I'll just create a new account there. Whoever hacked this can have this account. Um, and we'll keep moving forward. Anyways, I was in the midst of creating a new account, and I thought to myself, you know what? Let's just take a little time off. Let's get clear on what I want my account to be about, how I want to present my beard oils, my business, myself. And I figured, yeah, just take a solid week to do that. um, a week went by, and I realized that I just loved not being on any of those platforms, and that it was no longer really important to me. I still love making beard oils. I stopped selling them for other reasons, but I still make them for myself, and I still enjoy using them. But I just don't want to be on those platforms anymore. I don't know if you guys have felt that sometimes those platforms can be a waste of time, because not all the time are they a waste of time. There are so many great things and so many things that get a light upon them through those platforms. And it's thanks to social media that we are having certain movements that we should be having, but it's also thanks to social media that we have so much division. So it's a double-edged sword. It is used for both good and evil, and sometimes evil prevails. I guess what I'm trying to say is that when I took, I don't know, I took like a look back of myself when I was using social media, and when I was really using it more than would have liked to have used it. I was missing out on certain things with my family, and I found that I had less patience um, with like external factors. Like it's just things would just annoy me quicker, and I wasn't able to be a really great partner for my partner because I was just so fixated on how am I going to get people to see my social media account about my beard oil so I can sell more, so I can make more money, and all that sort of stuff. And then it's just for all the wrong reasons. And it just really became too much for me. And like, even like the slow growth, like I know like that's how things work is slow growth. Sometimes you have really fast growth, but slow growth was just like hard for me to do because all I've ever really done with my life is sports, to be honest. And I was really good at sports, and it just came quickly to me. And to do something that was more creative and more, you know, using my mind a little bit more, took a little bit more thought process. And when it didn't really come quickly, it kind of frustrated me as well too, because I'm just so used to getting what I want when I want it, and that's normally pretty quickly. So that was that's one thing social media taught me, and it was a really good, like, wake up call that I'm not going to be great at everything right away, and I may never be great at something, and that is okay. Um, I know that I'll be great at the things that I want to be great at, and that actually put some perspective in my head too. It's just like I don't really want to be great at social media and posting and filtering and editing and all that, like, extra stuff. Like, there's people that you can hire for that, and that's awesome. But I don't really want to really focus on that sort of stuff. I really want to focus on the creating aspect and not worry about the filters and the editing and all that. And that's what I find most fun. That's why, like, I love YouTube and I love podcasting. If you haven't yet check out my partners and I's podcast. It's the Price is Life podcast. Since we are the Price family, and we just talk about things like that come up with us, and we hope to share like nuggets of information with you guys, and like how we've gone through some stuff and how we dealt with it, and also we love learning through other people as well, and just like the great things that we've learned through living this life, this beautiful life, and we just love to share it with you all. And that's basically what it's about. It's just two people in love talking about things that they love, things that have made them, things that have pushed their relationships to a breaking point almost at times, and ways that we've got back. And also we have a daughter and another daughter on the way, so we talk about a little bit about parenting, but we don't give unsolicited parenting advice. We just talk about how beautiful it is, and just the things that we have learned, and or the things that we thought we knew turned out to be completely wrong. And we just know that everybody's family is different, everybody's child is different, so we never try to give advice on there, even though sometimes it might sound like that, but we just don't. We just want parents to stand together and help each other out. And that's it. But anyways, back to disclaimer. I just advertised for our other podcast. That's the one that I'm really focusing on. But this one is just for me to let out what's in my heart and have some fun, and just kind of get better at speaking and kind of finding my own voice in a way. So yeah, social media. I'm not saying that social media, like, everyone should quit social media, because social media is a good thing at times. For me, I quit it. It didn't really matter either way, right? It wasn't adding any value to me. Like, I do miss like seeing my friends and seeing their seeing what unfolds in their life, and just like little snapshots of that. But I could always just call them, and I really should get better at calling my friends and just checking in once in a while and seeing how they're doing and catching up. A phone call is a lot better than a double tap on a photo, I will say. But yeah, like, leaving social media, it actually opened up so many more doors for me. It actually opened my mind to just being patient with slow growth. And I'm not going to be for everyone, and I think that the thing is, I wanted everyone to love what I was doing, and not everyone loves beards, and not everyone can grow a beard, and not everyone has social media. So, like, I'm only setting myself up for failure right there, right? So just getting off of that, it was just like a great way to just, slow my roll, catch myself before I wreck myself, and just be like, just do the things that you really love and things that you want to focus on. And you also, like, I love the sound of my own voice, and I'm not afraid to admit that. I know that sounds sort of conceited and stuff, but I do like talking. In a way, I love sharing what's going through my mind and my heart, and sometimes it may be too much information, but I find that YouTube is the way to just get it out there. And honestly, YouTube has its own algorithm, and it may, I'm not going to say may, it won't work in my favor, because it's just the RandomLee show, and I just talk about whatever I feel like. And you got to niche down. You keep hearing niches in the riches in the niches. And yes, it's not for me. And I'm not making fun of anybody that's, doing the thing, because you guys have your business, you guys have your own goals. My goal with this channel is just to become a better speaker. So when we're doing the Priceless podcast. I'm the best speaker I can possibly be and the best storyteller I can possibly be for my family. And that is what's going to take us from one part in our life to another journey in our life. And that's what this goal with this channel is. Like I said before, I went in a welcome video. I'm not going to ask you to like or subscribe. I do only want you to comment in the comment section, so we can have a little conversation, and I can also turn that into a talk on here as well. But if you feel like liking and subscribe, like, I'm not going to stop that either. You just, you do you. It's all about your life, how you want to live it, who you want to listen to. And social media sometimes puts all the crap and shit that you don't want in front of you. And that's what was happening to me. Like, for some reason, like, I don't know if this happened to you, and especially if you're a male, like, let me know. So I really love trucks, so I would just search trucks or like 4x4s or like the new Bronco and stuff like that. And then for some reason, social media likes to throw like booty pics in my face, or like I thought the algorithm was supposed to like, oh, Leon likes looking at knitting, so we'll just show him a whole bunch of knitting stuff. But I bet you if I looked at a whole bunch of knitting, it'd probably be naked ladies knitting or ladies with their twerking knitting. Like, social media is just so it's just so weird. And I was just like, I'm trying to look at like farming videos and like trucks and like like how to like parts, like what parts would I like to put on my truck and stuff like that, and it's just showing me garbage that I'm just like, okay, this is not what I signed up for. And then my partner's coming by looking at my phone like, is this what you're looking at? And I'm just like, honestly, I searched in trucks. And then she'll look at my like search history, and it's literally like F-150, Colorado, Sierra, jacked up, and then she's like, oh my God, like, this is so effing weird. And I don't know if that's ever happened to you when you're just like searching something totally different and something else comes up and you're like, okay, this is not what I signed up for. Instagram, thank you for sending me stuff that I don't really care about. And also, I found that people were becoming really more and more ridiculous on social media. Like, to grab attention of people, like, I heard a really great thing, and I'm gonna try to remember. Alex something. You probably heard of him. He's a guy on YouTube, and he's like talking about how to create your for your first $100 million and stuff like that. And it's like the currency now is like people's attention. So we're not really worried about money. We're just worried about people's attention. And how can we get their attention? It's like basically being really ridiculous and saying something controversial, and like you will see like I'll use this as an example, but we know that sleep is very good for us. Like, we need an adequate amount of sleep. And then someone who just really wants people to just, check out their stuff will be like, why you don't need sleep and how you can survive with zero sleep. And you're kind of like, what? Like, this guy is like an idiot. Like, you need sleep. Every doctor tells you need sleep. You know need sleep. You know what you're like without sleep. And someone's just like, well, I need someone to like look at this stuff. So how can I get them to look at my thing? Well, when I say this without any scientific backing, you don't need sleep, sort of thing. And that's just like an example. I don't know if that's out there, but that's just an example like you see with all the time with like diet and workout and like sometimes mental health too. Like, and there's just so much mental health stuff out there as well too that is just so contradicting, and people don't know which way to go. And I feel like it's just really messing with people's heads in that sort of aspect. And I don't know, I feel like social media should be helping people. It should be helping the collective, and sometimes it's more of a detriment than it is a help. And the people that create those social medias don't really care. As long as they're seeing dollar signs, they don't care. And like, I love bettering yourself. I love growth. I'm a very big growth mindset sort of person. But like, when you're contradicting other people or you're tearing other people down just to get people to look at your stuff, that's the opposite of like growth. Like, growth should be, when I grow, everyone else around me grows as well. And social media has not a very good way of doing that. And it just takes your time away from things that are important. Like, I'll tell you a story here. I was giving my daughter a bath, and I was so busy on my phone. She reached like she was like she said like she was like, oh, like before she could really speak well. She still can't really speak well. She's 18 months, but she's putting words together. But before she just making noises like eh. And so normally when she did that, she just wanted to give me something. So I thought it was a toy. It turned out that she pooped in the tub and she gave me a turd. But I was too busy to look up at the time, staring at my phone, not spending the time that I should have with my daughter, enjoying the tub and just really spending that moment with her because I was too busy scrolling, and I got shit all over my hands. Like figuratively, like literally, and figuratively. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Figuratively, I don't know. Fuck it. and yeah. So I was like, holy shit! Like I'm so consumed right now that I literally got shit on my hand, and my daughter thinks it's hilarious. So that was another big wake up call, and also just to be able to focus on other things and to find out what's important to you as an individual, and like that's like my big reasons of like getting off of social media. And like I said, it was only supposed to be for a week, but as of today, it's 195 days, and I don't think I'm gonna go back. I spoken to my partner. I was like, oh, you know what? We should create a page for our podcast and kind of really just we'll get it out more that way. And then I keep going like, no, like because then we're just gonna get into we're gonna have to become really ridiculous just so we can be seen and all that sort of stuff because the algorithm will push us behind. And really, we just want most of our friends and family to listen to it for now, and then as we grow throughout the years, because we don't want to stop doing this, like that's our goal. Is like we do want to monetize our podcast and get it sponsored, and we have a Patreon page, and like we want to grow that as well too. And because we like our goal is to be able to work from home with our family and raise our kids and create like the best life for us, and that's what's important to us. And if we spread ourselves thin on too many platforms, then and on a platform that just doesn't serve us well, let's say, then it's just going to be a detriment, and it's just going to make us not want to. It's going to feel more like a job than it is fun right now. And like we want our job to be fun, and we want to show our daughters that like you can do what you love and make a great living. It just takes time and hard work. And but you should never compromise your integrity for achieving what you want to achieve. Yeah, I kind of went on a rant about social media there, but today's topic was social media. I also want to say, like, I don't hate social media, and I don't think that everyone should quit social media. I think that you should do what's best for you. And I will say that I do think that we as a collective should take a break from social media time and time again. Maybe take a week off every 30 days. Every month, just take a solid week off, see what's important to you. And if your job is social media, like, are you doing the right things, or is there some way you can do it better, or like, just that sort of break. I'm not saying quit social media, because social media has opened our eyes to a whole bunch of things that aren't right, and also things that are going right. And it's caused a lot of movements around the world, and it's a good way for people that are not in that place at that time to still support those people that are in those places. And that's a beautiful thing, and I'll always support that. But yeah, that's my rant on social media. And that's just how I feel about it. Let me know how you feel about it. Let me know if you are thinking about quitting, or if you have quit for a while and then decided to go back, or how long, and if you quit, like how long have you been off of social media, and how do you feel about it? Yeah, that's it. I'm going to end it there because it's probably going to be 20 minutes. No editing, no filters, no nothing on this podcast, just completely raw, and just enjoying speaking and sharing what's on my mind. So please share back with me, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now. Keep it random, my friends.